This business is like the Wild West. Gold, silver, rare coins, lost treasures of history. You never know what's gonna walk through that door. These are coins from North Korea. I'll probably double my money. Watch this. I'm Evan Kale, and this is Pawn Man. Guys, we have a great episode of Pawn Man in store, but before we get into it, I sincerely want to thank the episode's unofficial sponsor, once again, DonorsChoose.org. One of my Patreons paid for a charity shout out, and as you guys know, this is probably my favorite charity. If you don't know what DonorsChoose.org is, it's for teachers in school districts that are struggling, or teachers are having issues in their classrooms. They need help with projects, and they post them and they crowdfund them. I included the link to DonorsChoose.org in the video description. Please check it out. This charity to me is so important. Find a project, make a difference. $1 helps. Funding these projects is also very fun. You get to see what teachers want. You get to see the impact you make. Oftentimes, the kids will send you cards. It's adorable. Please check out and support DonorsChoose.org. It's my favorite charity. Make a difference in education. It's the most important thing for the youth in this country. And with that, you guys, let's get into the episode.
This is all my brother's stuff. He passed away, but Nazi paraphernalia, do you take that? Pins? Okay, I'll tell everybody.
Only if you rate me 8 out of 8 on Google. Yeah, I got a Nazi Iron Cross sitting right here on my desk. Come on in and sell it to a Jew.
Oh.
I'm not kidding.
Well, we were going to throw him away. We were so offended that he had this stuff.
It's history.
Maybe my dad brought it back from the war.
It's probably what happened. I think if your brother was a Nazi sympathizer, you might have known that. Crazy times. Just go ahead and set her all down. Boy, you do have a lot of stuff.
Oh.
Nickels. You guys weren't kidding.
I think these things, some of these are very old, like from the 1800s. This is the Nazi stuff.
Let's start with that. Okay, not too many items. We have, I don't know what this is, some kind of a badge. This I think is a wound badge. It's like, if you get hurt. Okay, the Nazi stuff here, you got about $100. Moving on. Whole box of boomer shit.
Those I don't think, I just looked at that, I think that's just something that he...
Yeah, this is
stupid.
This is the term I use. It's called boomer shit. It's collectible shit that only people in the age group of boomers buy. Call it $150 for this box. What else?
This is all dimes and quarters.
Oh my god. Okay. What else we got?
I think it's just the paper money now.
Just the paper money? Let's take a
And then mine, but that's got to be separate.
Okay. All right, so... Yeah, this is not real.
Oh, it's not?
No.
Oh.
1, they didn't print backs. 2, it's not in color. 3, this is modern paper. 4, this is a drink recipe on the back.
A drink recipe? Well, that I'll take.
Okay, this box here, the stuff's pretty beat up. $50. Why don't I add up all this stuff then first, and then we'll go on to yours. $7,110. Yeah, a lot more than you thought. I told you you could leave here and buy a crappy car.
Okay.
All right, yeah, how's that? $71.10. Do you want cash or check?
I'll take a check.
If you could cash it tomorrow, because I was about to run to the bank.
Okay.
I'm sitting there, I got like $8,000 in my pocket right now. I was about to go to deposit.
Oh, maybe I'll just take you home.
At least the pocket.
That's one of the funnier things someone said to me. You hear that? I am a catch. Cool. All right. Thanks, guys. Stay warm. 7,110 in. There's probably 10 grand here. So that's $2,000 or $3,000 profit. I'll probably get all my money back just in the junk silver, and I own everything else for free. God, if only that could happen every day. I almost forgot. I got some incredible con man memorabilia going out. So. I got his fucking cane. I sold it. It came with this Pawn Man vs. Con Man silver bullion piece by Lady Liberty. This is from Series 2. Just a reminder, you guys, after Series 2, I am not signing these or signing the cards. I'm just gonna mass produce them. 25 in Series 2. This is number 18. So this is the piece here, and it's coming, of course, with his cane, which I'm gonna print a label off and autograph the label. And what's great about it being number 18, that's the con artist's favorite number, 18. Because that's the number that he doesn't get in trouble in. That's why he likes that number. It's a magic number to him. He did a deal with me a couple weeks ago, and I offered him way more than I think he was asking, and he literally was like, and keep the cane. Like, just walked out of here without his cane. I was like, God, you're getting worse and worse at this act, man. You at least keep up the gimmick until you're like out of the door, and then I can see you skipping when you leave and go to your car. But somebody suggested I go to his estate sales. It's like, why the fuck would I do that? I don't want to. If I do that, then the jig is definitely up at that point. Much as he drives me crazy, I don't want to lose him. The content is too good. Shake a stick at it, charge it with 5th-degree sexual assault, but then have it dismissed by a jury. That happened. I wrote, the con artist can. And then I signed it down here. Con artist cane, 130-123, signed, wrote Pawn Man, and Con Man memorabilia. So, all right, somebody got his cane. So what do you collect? Memorabilia from creeps, sickos, serial killers, pedophiles. What about you? Nazi memorabilia. Wanna grab lunch? I just fell so motherfucking hard on my bike. I'm like amazed I didn't break anything just now. Ow. I was going down a hill. I was going like 20 miles an hour, and it's like kind of, it was raining last night and it turned to ice, and like I just totally forgot about that this morning. 20 miles an hour down a hill, and at the bottom of the hill is pure ice, and I just kept going, and I went sideways, and I banged my knee, and I rolled a bunch, and like I hurt my shoulder. I fucking cannot believe I didn't break a bone. But I just fucked up my bike something fierce, so off to a great start today. Let's see what this bruise looks like in 2 hours. I fucking got on my bike, and I said to myself, today's gonna be a good day. Yeah, like it looks okay. The seat's a lot center, but this is right where I hit. I cracked the gearbox, or the thing that controls the gears, so it's stuck in gear now. Ah, fuck, so I gotta get this serviced. Yeah, this whole thing just clipped off. Lights off center, at least the light's still working. The tire's a little loop. Fuck. Well, I guess I'm glad it's not worse. I'm okay, and the bike's still functional. Probably a $200 fall. But hey, I got the bike for free, so, you know. Huh, yeah, you can see where I hit my head too, even though I'm wearing a fucking motorcycle helmet. How to get the bike for free? I'll explain that one later. Little trick. Huh, a little Jewish trick. Getting ready for my first pawn chat. What we got? A special delivery from my wholesaler. Let's open it up. Oh, I need to sharpen this. Oh, Deloitte. Oh, cool. Lots of limited edition silver. Check it out. This is all from my Whatnot auction, and I'm going to be getting a lot more of these limited edition, really hard to find silver bullion pieces. Occasionally, my wholesaler will have them. Like, I don't know if it's like other dealers that get them and they pay spot and they just want to dump them, but these were way below the retail, so I'm going to be doing a lot more of these. First off, we got Donald Trump 1 ouncers. We have these 5-ounce Egyptian cat bars. This is the only one I got. This was kind of expensive. This was $80 an ounce, $160 for this piece, but it retails for $300. Iron Maiden 2-ounce Cook Islands proof. And then I have these limited pieces, China, Artificial Intelligence commemorative. Also have 10 from the Canadian government. These were $60 each, they retail for $100. And then I got more of these MS-70 Type 1 last day production heraldic eagles. I'm gonna try and keep these in stock. I don't know how long I'll be able to have them, but I've been buying these for about a month. These retail for about $80, $90. Finally, the Leaning Tower of Pisa. They made 1,372 the year it was built, ultra high relief, 2 ounces. This retails for about 120. So what did I spend on all this shit? $2,500 or so? Probably make about, if I get full retail, I'll make about $1,000. I don't think I will. I'll probably make more like 500, but not bad. We'll see. Like, I know I keep saying it, and like those of you that just are like, oh, I'm never gonna go to one of these auctions, it's getting annoying. It's literally a third of my business now. Whatnot. Please come to these Whatnot auctions. I basically am just like not selling. There's stuff I'm just not selling elsewhere, except for Whatnot. Like the North Korean stuff, Whatnot exclusive now. I'm not selling it elsewhere because again, I'm getting way more money selling it on these auctions than I am elsewhere. It's more fun. Where else can you go on the internet and see a white Jew putting on North Korean marching music, making Kim Jong-un jokes, selling North Korean currency and coins? Where, I ask you, where? Not North Korea. That's for sure.
Yeah, it's my personal jewelry. I've had it for a few years now. I just I'm looking to start my own business and stuff.
Yeah, you don't need this stuff then.
Yeah.
Oh, did you buy it all brand new?
Yeah.
Well, you're going to learn what a scam jewelry is. What brought you down to the cities?
So a hobby of mine, or one thing I invest in, is Lego.
Really?
Yeah, so I come up here every couple months and I'll buy some sets.
Where'd you go?
Mall of America, or also meet people here.
Okay. My mom gave away, probably 30, 40 pounds worth of Legos from the early 90s that were from my childhood.
Yeah, those ones are valuable too. If you can piece the
I bet
sets
she
back
gave away
together.
20 grand Like seriously, that stuff is so collectible. I don't do Legos here, but I would definitely, if somebody brought them into me, I'd definitely make an offer. I'm gonna take a wild guess. You spent about $4,000 on all this stuff.
Not quite, but I mean, I spent a few thousand,
Okay.
you know, for sure.
I would be, just with the gold value, I'd be at $1,200 for all of it.
Really?
Yeah, that much.
Damn.
Yeah.
How much for the do the diamonds make it worth anything?
Not when they're this small. They got to be quarter
Really?
carat or larger for me to pay up on them, and like
Okay.
these are.
Are you just looking to scrap it then, or like what do you do with it?
I would let my jewelry expert look at it and see what she'd want to keep. I imagine we'd keep this. I imagine we'd keep this. I have a feeling we'd scrap everything else.
Gotcha. So you're at 1,200. That's for everything, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And if you want to go shop it around,
No,
if somebody's a higher offer, I'll beat it. I strongly doubt you'll get a higher offer because I know my competition. But
No, dude, I appreciate that. Like, I did some research and stuff. I'm not like an expert on jewelry, but I mean, like, I know a decent amount. You know what I mean? I'm not like I don't know anything. You know, I bought the stuff, but no, we'll just do that.
okay. Yeah. I seen an ID.
You want to see some Lego sets or what?
Do you have money?
Yeah.
Jeez Louise.
But,
Let me see this. Oh boy. How expensive is something like this? $1,000?
no, it's not that much, man. So I mean, after a few, that one just retired, right? So like after a few years, based on the other ones in that series, it'll probably get up to, I mean, maybe 750 or 1,000, right?
Okay.
That's probably in a year from now,
Yeah.
right? But right now, it's not that much.
If you were to sell that one, how much would you want it for?
I mean, are you interested in that one?
I'm interested
I don't
in
know.
anything if the price is right. I don't know if honestly,
Like, I don't know
what I would offer you,
what
I
are
don't
you
think you'd want to take it.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Are you looking to like build it, or are you looking for like investment sets?
No, I just buy it and sell it.
Oh, you're looking to like buy? Okay,
Yeah,
the ones.
I'd throw it on my Instagram and see if I could sell it.
Gotcha. Okay. So like I said, this one just retired. The retail, it's only worth like $50 more than retail right now. That one's not real. I mean, it's sought after, right? But I'm saying that the time hasn't hit yet. 2
Right.
years from now, right? This is probably
Right.
double or triple.
Yeah, you'd
the
lose
price.
money on the offer I'd make you,
Yeah.
so you probably wouldn't take that. Yeah, thanks for showing me that. That's good to know. I appreciate you coming by. Thanks
Oh,
for
thank
showing
you.
me
That
all
was
this.
quick. That was quick and easy. You know,
Yeah.
I like doing business like that. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah, just in the future, never buy jewelry brand new.
all right.
Yeah, I've seen it. Trust me, I've seen a lot worse than whatever you lost on this. Like the engagement rings, that's the worst of the worst.
Yeah.
Well, he was just delightful. That was a very nice interaction, and I learned a lot about Legos. We're going to be covering Legos pretty soon here on the show. It's on my list of subjects. As far as this deal goes, I'll make about $300 tops. Like he wanted $1,500, and it's like I don't think I could get that. This is mostly scrap crap. I'll have my jewelry person look at all this tomorrow. Okay, so I got some really rare currency walk in here. I've actually never seen either of these. Now, the old man has a note collection, like, full of stuff like this. It's like a 6-figure note collection. Well, I can't buy it now, but I wanted to buy it very badly. So this is a nice supplement. Let's see what I can offer here. 1923, large size $1 bill. 1922, yellow seal $10 bill. You know how much you want for the pair?
From an offer.
It's kind of hard. $1,000?
No, way too low.
What do you want?
1450 to 1500. This is no just about circular. This
Yeah.
pretty much brand new. Never been.
Yeah, like I see, I'm just using eBay what people actually paid. I see an exact one like this went for $530, and I'm seeing this is about $1,000. What about $1,300?
I can do 14. That's the lowest I can do. You're not gonna get it any cheaper than that.
No, I know. I gotta pay sales tax on it. If I didn't have to pay sales tax on this, I'd do 14. Oh fuck it, I can make a video and I like you. All right, fine, I'll do 14. Once again, you guys, before we get into the episode, I sincerely want to thank the unofficial sponsor, DonorsChoose.org. There's a link in the video description below. Please chip in and help out. It is such an important charity to me and just nationally. What they represent, what they're doing is so fundamentally important. Please help them out as much as you can. With that, you guys, we, this week, are talking all about goldbacks. Now, what is a goldback? It's a piece of currency, and I don't see it too often. They are very rare. We've covered all kinds of different currencies on the show. We talked about Civil Civil War currency, military certificates. This is considered a more modern kind of currency, but like I said, it is very sought after and collectible. These were made from 1865 all the way until 1934. They discontinued because of the Gold Confiscation Act. Now, once again, we covered the Gold Confiscation Act on the show already. If you're interested in that, please go check that out. I'm not gonna get into it here because, like I said, we already talked about it. But with that act, it accidentally created something highly sought after and rare. Now, why did they call these items gold backs? Well, one, the color on the back, it's supposed to be gold. It usually comes out as being more orange. In fact, a lot of them don't look gold at all. I've seen very few that are a really good example of gold. But that was the nickname for it, was the gold back. Another name for these items is gold certificates. Now, what they were, they're very similar to silver certificates, where you could bring this into a bank and it was redeemable in the face value in gold. So you bring this to a bank back in the day, and they give you a $20 gold coin struck from 90% gold. Now, not all of these notes had a gold back. In fact, the older examples don't, but then this kind of became the common practice to identify what it was. Very much so how the silver certificate has a blue seal, this has a gold seal. These notes come from a time period when American notes were more promissory rather than fiat. The money that we get now, the greenbacks as they're known, it's not backed by anything. But this was backed by gold. The amount of notes of these that they produced were correlated to the amount of gold. Again, it wasn't based on nothing. Now, with the end of gold backs, it also marked the end of very high denomination currency printed by the United States Treasury. Some of these notes include the $10,000 bill and most notably the $100,000 bill, which is actually illegal to own. You can't have them. Now, these notes are expensive and rare, not just because they represent a different kind of American currency, a different thinking with the printing of money, but also because when they were issued, they were not issued like they are now. They did not print very many of them. You know, when they print money now, they just print it. They don't care. But these were regulated, and the examples of them that survived are far and few between. In fact, most of these items never saw printing beyond just a couple thousand. The really extreme examples, like 1 million. But that's a drop in the bucket compared to the amount of fiat currency the Treasury will print out now. Because like I said, they just hit the printing button and let it go. It's not backed. This was. On top of this, to make these even more rare, not only did they print very many of them, but when they were cashed in, they were destroyed. They were sent to the Treasury, and the thought was this would keep the amount of gold that was fluctuating in the country stable with the amount of currency that was being printed. You wouldn't have 10 items of this for every one example of the physical gold that was actually in the Treasury's holdings. Another way to think of it, a casino has to have the amount of money in the bank ready to pay people out if somebody wins the jackpot as they do chips on the floor. You can't have more chips than you actually have money. Holding up a different one here. I have 3 in front of me. I've had these for months, and I've been saving these for this episode because I've wanted to cover this subject for a while. And then as you all saw, I recently acquired this, and I thought, well, now I have a great reason to get rid of these and do this episode. Another thing, though, that makes these so rare, these weren't really issued for public use. This was more to have a convenience so that you don't have to haul around a bunch of gold. It's much easier to have a suitcase full of this stuff than to have the equivalent amount in gold. So it was one of the functions of these notes was to transfer large amounts of money without having the actual gold bullion. It was safer, it was easier, it was more convenient, and that's why you get notes issued like this $100,000 note. But with the Gold Confiscation Act, these notes all had to be turned in. Obviously that didn't happen or I wouldn't be holding this now, but a lot of them got destroyed just through that. The $100,000 bill, the creme de la creme of these, like I said, you actually can't own one. They only printed 42,000 of them, and there's just a handful of them out there still to this day. But these are accounted for in government collections. What you can own is a specimen. A specimen is an example created simply to detect counterfeits. It's an example. The serial number on it usually is all zeros. Some of the North Korean currency I sell are specimens. I have other specimens, but they're technically not money. They're technically examples, even though they look, feel, and are. It's just the serial number's bogus. So a specimen you can have, but the actual notes, you can't. In 2005, a specimen $100,000 note went for $75,000, and today, God, I don't know what that'd be worth. Because we talk about this all the time. The collector market has just fallen into a vacuum with prices. Like, I would think that'd go for $1 million now, at least. PMG, this company here, they grade currency. They're affiliated with NGC, very much how PCGS grades coins. I actually just signed up with them shortly before recording this. I have some other stuff I want to send in. PMG graded the $100,000 specimen in 2020. If you find a note like this, I don't know how you would sell it because they'd confiscate it. But if you find it, God, you found a small fortune on accident. Some of these gold certificates that are out there, they're some of the most expensive currency you can buy as a collector. A couple examples I can think of. The 1882 $1,000 gold back, there's only 4 of them known. Estimates, about $1 million for one note. Now I like to think about this. What if you bought all 4 of them and you destroyed 3? That happened with a famous stamp. We'll talk about that in another episode, but like, what if you did that? You'd be a bastard, but what if? Also in 1882, there's a $500 gold back. There's only 2 of them known. And estimates there, $1.5 to $2 million, like easy. And really with these estimates, it's, well, what happens if we get this auction and we just get a bunch of rich people bidding against each other? Sky's the limit. It's who's got the most amount of money and doesn't care what money means and wants to buy some rare money. There's a terrible irony in there somewhere. An even more expensive example, there's an 1863 gold back. It's a $100 bill, $2 million estimate, at least. Now, not all examples of these gold backs are this ungodly expensive. For example, and I got a great deal. I'll be straight with you guys, I paid $160 for this one here. I got $300 on it. This is a $20 note from 1922. I figured all these are from 1922. I paid $160, I got $300 on this one. I paid $100, I got $250 on this one. And I paid $1,000 for this one, as you saw, and I got $2,000 like that. But with the combination of their historical use, what they signify, what they mean as a juxtaposition today with just how much money the Federal Reserve prints and how it's not backed by anything, this was actually backed by something, and the gold confiscation and the destruction of these bills as part of their lifespan and just, turning it in, it's got to get destroyed. These are hot items. They're expensive. If you're ever out in a coin store, an antique shop, and you see one of these, and it's below $100, it's a no-brainer. Buy it. I see these, you guys, I've been saving these because I see them so rarely. I've seen them in my career probably less than 10 times. Now, they're not that rare. It's just, I don't see them very often at all. And when I do see them, I generally don't want to buy them because they usually come like this and they're ungodly expensive. Now, with any kind of rare currency, you do need to be wary of counterfeits, a great way to detect them, and we talked about this in the Civil War episode. Look for the silk fiber infringements on the bill. It's a natural thing that happens. It's an anti-counterfeiting measure they did after the Civil War. If you see that kind of stuff, it's a good sign. Make sure the measurements are right. Hold it up to the light. I know what I'm doing, so I can generally pick out a fake just by touching it, but there's some pretty good fakes out there. Do be careful. If a deal seems too good to be real, it probably is. Check out the serial number. If the serial number is, it's some silly combination like 6969, it's probably not real. Just do your homework, but keep your eyes peeled because there could be treasure lurking in any antique shop and all you have to do is stumble upon it. All right, guys, well, just like that, it is the end of the day and the end of the episode. Once again, I sincerely want to thank our unofficial episode sponsor, DonorsChoose.org. You guys, the link is in the video description below. Please check out their website, find a project that speaks to you, and give them $1. Teachers are massively underpaid in this country. It's disgusting. It's something that I care so much about, and it just infuriates me. So please make a difference in a kid's life. I included a link in the video description below. You guys, $1 to a project makes a difference. But with that, you guys, thanks so much for watching. If you liked the video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, hit the notification button so you guys know when new episodes of Pawn Man are coming out. Get my books on Amazon. Follow me on social media at Evan Kale, at Pawn Man. And I'll see you guys back here for another great episode of Pawn Man. Later, guys.